Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Board of Selectmen October 23rd meeting. We are at the South School this evening, and we will also be here next Tuesday night. We are returning from our executive sessions with
nothing to report at this
nothing
time.
to report at this particular time. We do not have a flag here, so we can't give our normal pledge of allegiance, but I do want to remind you that you are being recorded by Raynham. The minutes, please.
Make a motion to approve the minutes of October 9th and the minutes of October 16th.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Let's see. We do have a list of appointments here this evening, and this is okay. This is a list that is a request to be on the 138 Study Committee. And that would be Bill Lewis, Dan Andre, Lorraine Nickerson, Fran McGurk, Russ Monterana, John, okay, how do you pronounce his last name? Coco. I'm sorry, John, if I say it incorrectly. Kathy Kenny, Kevin Morera, Steve McDonald, and Robert Iafredi.
I motion to appoint with one condition that Bob is ex officio as he's not a resident.
And I second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
I also have another appointment that I would like to make, and this is through a letter from Mr. Iafredi. It said, I would like the selectmen to approve Brandon Maroney of Bridgewater to be on-call inspector to issue permits and conduct inspections when I may have potential conflicts or when I am away on vacation. Mr. Maroney is a licensed local inspector. I will have him approved by the state licensing agency once he is appointed or approved by the selectmen. I will continue to use Nate Darlington on a limited basis due to the fact that it has become more burdensome for him because of this current workload. I will add one or two additional names in the near future. These are on-call inspectors receive a per inspection permit approval payment of $50. There currently is a line item in my department's budget to cover this.
Motion to approve.
Second, and as Mr. Pacheco pointed out at the last meeting, these are not salaried positions.
Correct. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we have no public hearings this evening. Do we have any new business?
None, Madam Chair.
We have nothing at this time.
No new business. Any old business?
None, Madam Chair.
Nothing at this time.
Town Administrator, may I have your report, please?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just a reminder, the special town meeting is scheduled for November 19th at the Tiddicott Middle School, Tiddicott Road Middle School. Pre-town meeting is November 13th at Town Hall at 7 p.m. The North School is nearly finished. Locks are being installed on the interior doors, and some HVAC work should be done soon. The ACO vehicle, the vendor still, he had a detached retina, so he has been able to get to the work on as soon as he'd like to, but he wants to start it like within a week or so. And another reminder that the Historical Commission needs 2 more members. And also a reminder that the Board of Selectmen's next meeting will be held right here at the South School due to early voter registration at Town Hall. Next department head meeting will be November 15th, 9:30. Southeast Mass Health Group meeting will be November 8th, 9 o'clock in Seacon, and the next Sursage meeting will be November 7th, 9 o'clock in Mansfield.
Any questions for David?
None, thank you.
Thank you. Selectmen's report? Anything?
I do have one, Madam Chair. I was speaking to Chief Janice, and he would like to move forward with applying for a SAFER grant. It's not something our department's ever applied for before, but what it does is it allows the town to hire some firefighters for a period of time where the state will pay for it. And the only thing the chief would need from us to move forward with that is a commitment that we would retain the men or women once the grant expires.
Discussion? Wait a minute.
I'll second that for discussion.
Okay.
I'm wondering if we should refer that to the Finance Committee for their recommendation.
Well, you know what, there was a COPS program several years ago that did the same thing, but they did not mandate that you hire them.
Yeah, and what was happening was communities were getting the temporary people and then laying them off.
Right.
And it
We
was-
never took advantage of that program
Correct,
because of that.
Correct.
Because we did not want to lay somebody off after the fact.
Correct. And I think we've talked about the staffing levels for a number of years now. I think we're competitively situated to potentially get this grant. I think it gets us the necessary manpower that we need. I have no problem sending it to finance. I just think in the past couple of years, we haven't done that because staffing is our jurisdiction. And so I don't mind sending it to them for review, but ultimately I believe it's our call as the executive branch of government to make the determination as to whether the increase in staffing is necessary. And again, there's an application process that we have to go through as well. So there's no guarantee that we get it, and it wouldn't cost us anything until the grant expired.
You got a time frame on it? You have to have this done by a
Soon.
specific time?
Soon, and he needs this letter before he can apply, because if he doesn't get it, we wouldn't get a grant.
I'm very leery of doing it, but you know what, it might be the only way that he gets that email.
I think all of the men at once, this would be the only way. Otherwise, we're going to be looking at another 10 years of...
And it's not going to happen because we promised them, how many years ago that we were going to give them one a year?
And it never
And
happened.
it hasn't happened because every year something else has come up that doesn't allow the funding.
Correct. And keep in mind as well, when we renegotiated contracts multiple years ago, any new hire is getting more on health insurance now as well. So
Yeah, but that covers everything.
exactly, that does, absolutely. But what I'm saying is long-term, the life of the grant gives us the opportunity to begin the budget process for when we have to assume those salaries.
Right, right.
And I think it's a phenomenal idea. So.
And my understanding is that both our police and our fire departments are understaffed, so certainly if it helps in that direction. And I know we've had some discussion about the need for a second fire station that's been discussed for many years. And from my understanding, we wouldn't have the staffing to support that at this point as it is. So.
Well, we're spending an awful lot of money too on overtime.
A ton of
A
overtime.
ton of money on overtime. And this would certainly remove that and put us back in the groove again so that we can make accommodations for it. You're gonna have to bite the bullet sooner or later, really. And the police are in the same position. So maybe if we do this and we have 3 years, maybe we could then next year hire a new police officer. And that way there, it would take the curse off because the state would be paying for, for 3 years. We could manage to squeeze that into our budgets. All right, I'll take vote.
How many positions? If I could first, how many positions are we having?
He's requesting 4. They might come back and grant us 1, they might grant us 2, but he's putting in a request for 4, which I agree with, because I think if we get something, it won't be for the complete 4.
I don't really think I have a problem with it. It's going to serve the need of the fire department, and it is needed. But you also remember, police are going to come back because they also need the same thing. So, you're justified.
I would feel more comfortable with the recommendation from the Finance Committee, but I would prefer
Send it
to
to the
know.
finance committee.
Do we know when the next meeting is?
They're not meeting.
They're not going to meet until
now,
town
so
meeting.
we're looking at another 4 weeks.
And you said the timing is critical on this?
Chief called me today.
Well, I would suggest maybe find out when he has an exact date that he has to have this in by. Usually when you have to do something like that, you have a specific time.
So let me just play with a hypothetical. If the Finance Committee doesn't support it, then are we allowing the Finance Committee to dictate staffing levels?
No, we're just a
It
recommendation, not that it would
isn't
be
quite as easy as that because the finance committee is doing a broad range of where the money is and where the money's coming from. I mean, what good is hiring 4 people so the state's going to pay them for 3 years and then at the end, we don't have the money to pay them. What are we going to do then? That was our fear on the COPS program.
Correct, absolutely. I understand that.
So it's still the same fear now. What are we going to do? How are we going to pay for it? And if they know this is coming, they can squirrel away.
No, I agree with that, but again, it's different running it by them and notifying them. And that's what I'm saying. I want
Oh,
to
I
define
see
what
what
the
you're
parameters
saying.
are.
I
I'm not
see.
saying we keep this a secret, and obviously it's not a secret because we're on TV. What I'm saying is,
Yeah, I don't have any
yeah,
secrets.
what I'm saying is we need to define what the parameters are in terms of what we're asking FinCom to do.
I would say myself, if we do this, we put them on alert,
Mhm.
that in 4 years, you're gonna have to find enough money
Correct.
to pay these people.
Absolutely.
And that may mean some of the other things that you planned on aren't gonna happen.
Mhm.
That's how we will know.
I was just wondering if we could compromise and table it and have a vote on it next week.
Sure.
That would be
I don't
within the
have a
time
problem.
frame, just a vote.
Okay, we'll table this for 1 week, and you can find out the deadline that has to go in. And in the meantime, okay, all in favor? Aye.
That's all I have, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Pat, do you have
Did we
anything?
want to vote to close the
Oh, yes,
articles in the
Yeah,
town
okay.
meeting warrant? And if so, I would make that motion.
Motion to, second, I'm sorry.
All in favor, close the warrant for any new articles.
Any changes other than legal?
Right. Correspondence, I don't think we have any correspondence today. Oh, good. We do have to set a time to have the violations discussed.
2 weeks out,
2 weeks.
7:05.
And will you so notify, will you go do them all?
Yeah, I would say we'll have it all for you, if the board's okay with that.
Those are the liquor license.
All right, would you have,
Sure.
we'll do all 4 in the same night. Would you notify them all, please? Sure. Give them time starting at 7 o'clock. No, maybe a little later.
7:05.
7:05. Either that or even 7:15, because we will have our police chief next week.
Well, this is 2 weeks out, Madam Chair.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's why I was suggesting 7:05, and if we take them a few minutes late.
That'd be different.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that before? That's before pre-town meeting.
No, it would be, yeah, it would be the week before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's pre-town
Yeah,
meeting,
timing
yeah.
after that.
And just for the public, this is for hearing on
Violation, liquor license, liquor violations.
4 of them.
And there are 4.
Okay.
Okay, do we have any emergency business?
None.
Okay, I'll accept a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn, sign the bills, no business thereafter.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.